Today we are trying a bunch of snacks coming all the way from Algeria. I had all of these snacks sent to me from a very lovely woman, viewer of the channel, Miss Maissa. So shout out to you. Thank you, Maissa, for sending me all this stuff. And oh my god. Alright, so we're just gonna do a nice full-on taste test of every single thing here. There's plenty to go through, so let's get right into it. Right here, I got a big pile of caramel candy, which it is called Caprice. My first car was a Caprice, so maybe, yeah, I'll have the same kind of experience. The excitement, the freedom, the joy. Okay, so there you go. Yeah, it looks like just your standard caramel. Looks a little chocolatey, a little darker than your average caramel. Here we go. It's like softer than a lot of the caramel candy I've had, in the past. Oh yeah, it says right here, Choco. Chocolate caramel candy. That's definitely good. I dig it. You do get like a very flavorful chocolate taste. It's smooth, creamy. Oh wow. That's addicting. These are dangerous. Absolutely dangerous. I'm feeling it come on. I have a very addictive personality. I could see myself annihilating all this, but I gotta refrain. Alright, so the Caprice, right off the bat, totally different kind of caramel experience. Chocolate caramel, very soft. It doesn't get stuck in your teeth or anything either. These are a 10 out of 10. And I have seen in Algeria that they do have a liquid or a sauce version of this where it's just like you scoop it out. It's kind of like how you got marshmallow fluff, just Caprice, and oh, I bet that would be awesome. Okay, so next up we've got Bimbo chocolate animal crackers. That's what they look like here. There's like a really strong vanilla smell coming from these. Or like a cinnamon or something. Oh, whatever that is, it smells really good. A lot sweeter. Okay. So you look at these. I mean, they are kind of brownish. Make you think they are like chocolate. And there is definitely a chocolate aftertaste. But you really have to, savor it and roll it around on your tongue to really taste it. It has the same texture as your standard animal cracker would. I'm tasting more of the chocolate now. I'd rate these probably a 6 out of 10. Okay, next up we've got Besto Norco. These look like just chocolate filled Oreos with a chocolate coating over the top of them. Oh yeah, look at that. Those look amazing. So, they smell like an Oreo cookie coming through. Oh man. That is just some chocolatey, kick-ass goodness right there. These are a solid 10 out of 10. No doubt about it. The cookie is very crumbly, but the chocolate keeps it all contained, so there's not a problem with that. It's such a potent chocolate taste with, you got chocolate cookie biscuits, chocolate cream on the inside, and it's just covered in milk chocolate. Oh, no brainer. Yeah, these 10 out of 10. All right, so here is Choco Bimo Pesos. Biscuits for Juarez. You got little emojis in there. There's one. That's what they look like. Anyways, here we go. The Choco Bimo Pesos biscuits. They're pretty dry if you eat them by themselves. I think these are meant to be eaten with tea or coffee. You know, you would take this, put it on the side of your mug of your coffee, take a bite, take a swig of coffee, go back and forth. So eating it, you know, by itself is kind of a bit dry, but tastes pretty good. The chocolate on the inside is actually really awesome. I kind of wish there was more chocolate than the biscuit, but that's just me being a fat ass. So, I'll give these, if you paired it with coffee, a 7 out of 10, but by themselves, bit dry, 6 out of 10. Okay, so these are basically like a utility. Like, you need these just as much as you need, like, electricity. They're just a staple that everybody just needs to pair with coffee or tea, you know, at all times. So that's what I've heard. And I've had these before when I was in Morocco, and they are really good. Just a very basic plain biscuit. And usually the packaging always has football players on there. Not soccer players, football players on there. So there's always some new player or some game featured on the packaging of these. Okay, so here's what they look like. Looks like kind of like a waffle. Here we go. Very soft. No, they're kind of delicate. Very floury on the bottom there. I hear that. Yeah, so this is just basically like a plain shortbread cookie, but you pair it with coffee. Oh, it definitely hits. So, there you go. The Bimo Galette Senior. I give these all around a good 7 out of 10. They're light, airy, they're tasty. Nothing to them, no frills, just very basic, but they are good for what they are, so 7 out of 10. Okay, next up we got the Timu chocolate biscuits. They are kind of crushed a little bit, but we could salvage something out of this package. So, kind of plain shortbread cookie on the bottom, cute little hearts on the bottom, chocolate on top. Here we go. Let's try it out. It's pretty much like the theme happening here. It's kind of like a basic dry cookie. Very tasty though, not like plain, not too floury. Actually does have some good tasting quality ingredients. And then that layer of chocolate really does set it off. So they definitely do make a lot of these things to pair with coffee or tea or whatever. By itself, it's still pretty decent. I think I would rate these 7.5 out of 10. Okay, next up we got Regalo. These are biscuits filled with hazelnut and cocoa cream. Okay, so here we go. Let's try it out. Right off the bat, the cookies, the biscuits of this cookie sandwich definitely does have a different vibe than the other stuff. No, it's just got a more fragrant kind of taste, which isn't bad. These have a different texture too. They're more crumbly and easy to bite into, and that's a good plus for me, especially since they're not falling apart into many pieces. So I'd say I have to give these an 8 out of 10. I love the taste. The texture is good, doesn't crumble apart. You taste the hazelnut and the chocolate in there. These are definitely ones that I would pick if it were coffee time or tea time for sure. So let's move on now. We've got another thing from Temu. These are the Biscuits Mazquez. They look like a squashed down Hershey's Hug. All right, there you go. Looks cool. Here we go. We got the chocolate up in there. Okay, that's very odd. It's got a crumbly kind of texture when you first bite down into it, but then on the inside, before you get to the chocolate, there is this harder cookie shell before you get into the chocolate. Kind of a weird thing biting into it, but the inside's really good tasting, the chocolate cream. And the cookie itself is just like your basic shortbread cookie taste. As you have been noticing, there is that theme here. Those are actually pretty good. I would give these an 8 out of 10. All right, next up, this is in Arabic. Best of Bimo. These are chocolate wafers. Oh, look at that. Just look at that. There's this big brick of chocolate and wafers, tiny wafers in between. They are definitely packing the filling in these wafers. Let's try some out here. Absolutely perfect. The wafers are simply there just to keep all of this chocolate together. This is jam-packed with chocolate. This is like an inside-out Kit Kat, basically. You got the wafers on the outside, chocolate on the inside, but it's still packed with so much chocolate. It tastes like you're eating a candy bar more than just a simple wafer kind of thing. So the best of Bimo chocolate wafers, I give a solid 10 out of 10. These are perfect. Okay, next up, we got more cookies. These are chocolate-filled chocolate chip cookies. And they are from the brand Bifa. Okay, let's just grab one from the top here. They feel like a Chips Ahoy style cookie. A little plumped up because we know what is on the inside. Here we go. When you bite into this, you don't necessarily feel the hollowness inside where the chocolate cream is. You bite right through it as if it is a Chips Ahoy cookie. But the good thing about this, the texture-wise, it crumbles in some spots very easily. Then other spots, it's more like it's harder to bite into. So you got this kind of nice cookie crunch along with this crumble here and there. So it's very hit and miss, which is a cool contrast when it comes to the texture. Now, with this chocolate layer on the inside, like I said, you don't necessarily get the feeling that you are getting this huge chocolate filling, but the chocolate taste as you bite into this cookie is constant. And I think it's because of that chocolate cream in there. It really kind of layers your tongue and just keeps feeding you chocolate as you keep biting into this. These are awesome. These are way better than any Chips Ahoy cookie that I've ever had. Well, I mean, maybe it's comparable to the chewy Chips Ahoy or the red velvet Chips Ahoy, but these are definitely, just as a standard like chocolate chip cookie, yeah, these are awesome. So the cookies themselves, they are, dry, crispy, somewhat crunchy here and there. Have an all in all general kind of chocolate and shortbread kind of taste. I would give these an 8.5 out of 10. Really good. Okay, hiding behind all these other ones, we've got another one. These are chocolate chip cookies. That's what it looks like here. So just Bimo chocolate chip cookies. Kind of falling apart here, but here you go. That's what it looks like. Give it a shot. Okay. They are bigger than a regular Chips Ahoy cookie. They seem to taste an herbal, earthy kind of taste, which isn't bad because I'll tell you this much. from trying these cookies so far and all the different stuff, as soon as they touch your tongue, like you taste flavor right away. You don't have to bite into them to get any kind of taste. Like as soon as they touch your tongue, you are tasting a full-on flavor. And these are no exception. These, I think, are the star when it comes to that kind of feeling. Yeah, right away. These are pretty decent for what they are. Just a crispy, regular old chocolate chip cookie. There are plenty of chocolate chips in it. Like with all this stuff here, they would go good with coffee. These would definitely go good with a big glass of milk. All that being said, I would give these a 7 out of 10. All right, next up we've got Churchill from Churchill. These are biscuits that have chocolate cream in the center. And there you have it there. Okay. I could definitely tell you that this is a coffee cookie. You need to have this with a cup of coffee. No doubt about it. I kind of get the sensation as I bite into this, the friction of just my teeth going against these biscuits, it kind of warms up your mouth a bit. And it kind of melts everything into this mush in your mouth. And the bit of chocolate in the center there really does sweeten things up a bit. But yeah, these are definitely a coffee cookie. I'd rate these, I'd rate them a 6 out of 10. Okay, second to last one, we got Koki wafer rolls with chocolate cream. These are broken up a little bit, but you're sending wafer rolls on the other side of the world. I mean, things do happen. That's just how it goes. But there's enough here. We could try it out. Oh, yeah. It's like, caught me off guard. I'll bite into this, and the chocolate cream will just, like, spit out at you. It's like, boom, right in your mouth. You're like, whoa, I didn't expect that. The wafer part of this isn't hard at all. It, like, melts away very quickly. And then just jam-packs so much chocolate stuff in here. Now, you really do feel like you're not getting ripped off buying this. That's actually really good. You wouldn't even need this with coffee or anything. These are a solid... I give them a 10 out of 10. I'll be generous. I was going to say 9.5, but yeah, these are a 10 out of 10. If I were to get any kind of wafer rolls, I would get those. And now to the final thing, which I think an American audience would definitely be able to relate to. These are the Oreos over in Algeria, Maxon, and these are the chocolate cream variety. So let's try these. All right, so there you go. It's got the same amount of cream as probably your standard Oreo is or would have. They're a little smaller, just slightly smaller than an Oreo. Here we go. Let's try it. Maxon chocolate cream Oreo. That's almost having like a dark chocolate taste to me. Like you bite into it and you taste like a sweet cookie chocolate taste, but halfway through the taste experience, it takes a very, very dark turn, pun intended, and takes you into a deeper, darker chocolate taste, which I don't complain about. I love me some dark chocolate. So, yeah, they're pretty decent. They pack a powerful chocolate punch, a deeper chocolate punch. Pretty damn good. I would give these a 9 out of 10. I give them a 10 out of 10 if there was maybe 4 times as much cream in here, but you know me. Okay, so as we have eaten everything in here, there are some things that are on the full spectrum of just very, very sweet, very good, very hearty. This one is a star of the show right here. And then there are others that are meant to be paired with coffee, tea, and all that, that would elevate your experience to a whole other level, which, you know, we need those kinds of things. You can't really pair this with coffee or tea. You just have to have this by itself. I mean, I guess you could, but, you know, you need something maybe more dry, just slightly sweet to go along with things. But that's not what you're going for when you are trying to enjoy your coffee and just have a little side thing on whatever. But taking a look at everything here from Algeria, the wafer rolls are great. The cookies are great. Even if the texture isn't chewy and they are just kind of crispy and crumbly, you could definitely tell that there is a lot of flavor packed into them. Maybe it's just from the ingredients, like I've said, or how they make them, whatever the case may be. Very good quality tasting stuff. There's definitely a lot of awesome stuff here. I just gotta say, these chocolate wafers, I swear, these... I know we have chocolate wafers in the States, but they're not packed like these are to make you feel like you're eating an inside-out Kit Kat. That's for sure. So, yeah, anyways, all the stuff here is awesome, amazing. I want to give a shout out once again to Maissa for sending me all this stuff, going through all the trouble. I very much appreciate it, Maissa. And to all you watching, thank you for watching. And I'm DJ Glowing Ice. As we took on a monumental feat of trying the sweet tastes of Algeria. And I am DJ Glowing Ice, always wanting to remind you that it is okay to cheat every once in a while. And I will see you next time. All right. Peace.